its power, ours to take.
I'm not sure how much of that we caught. We're going to look at a campaign opening for what is now one of the easiest campaigns in Warhammer. It used to be one of the most difficult. In Warhammer 2, you had tic-tac-toe, I think it was, sitting here. You had the usual guys we're going to see here. The problem was Arkhan had a much harder time getting rid of who are these guys? I don't even know who they are. The Knights of the Flame. You did have these two settlements, but you were kind of caught here. They had a couple of armies. They would avoid you. They would run away from you. Unlike in Warhammer 3, where there's always a punchbag army at the beginning. That was not the case. You sometimes had to sit out here in ambush mode and hope that they would come by to attack them. Now it's much, much easier. One of the reasons why, if we want to take a look at Arkhan here, he gets recruitment of certain enhanced vampire combat units, which is pretty good. He gets an additional army. So unlike most tombkings that have to wait till turn 13 for Khalida or 15 for Cetra and Kateb, he gets his second army right away. Now it's hard to recruit it because recruitment capacity is limited, but it's definitely better than waiting 13, 15 turns. Now, minus 50 relations with tombkings. Once you get powerful enough, you can actually override that and make peace. Maybe. And then 60 relations with vampire codes and vampire counts. That's great because that will allow us, if we storm across the continent, to make friends with Manfred and recruit some Manfred units potentially. He starts off with a Tomb Prince, which means that once we get the technology for Tomb Prince, it's wasted. He's at war with the Knights of Flame and Khemri. So your choices, once you finish the opening battles, are where to go. So Arkhan himself, melee attack for the Lord's Army, Winds of Magic Power Reserve capacity. Okay, so he gets a little extra magic. It's not really that much, but melee attack. So you want to be attacking. You want to be an aggressive character. He gets these vampire units. If you look in here, he has this building that allows him these tier 1 units. There's a limited number of them. And then if you get all the way up here, you get Hex Wraiths. Now this allows you 1 Hex Wraith. Okay. This is 4 of everything. All this does is add 1 Hex Wraith. Well, we already have that 1 Hex Wraith here. So you would need a second one of those, taking up a second slot just to get a Hex Wraith. I'm not that keen on the vampire units. However, for aggressive purposes, Direwolves, Felbats, and Crypt Ghouls are very, very aggressive units. So you see Crypt Ghouls melee attack 40 with poison. Direwolves melee attack 31. Melee defense is garbage, but they're great for ripping into people in the back. And then these guys, terrible melee attack, but very good melee defense, you wouldn't think. What are they good for? They're great for tearing down towers. So you go to attack culture like the Dwarves that have good defenses. They're great for taking their defensive towers out. So what are we going to do? First of all, we're going to do this. We're going to get our second army going here. I have some saved, but look how much you have to pay for them if you bring them in from outside. Eek. Prepared is awesome. Prepared allows you ammunition and missile strength, so that's a great one to have. Then this is also a great one here, Cunning. Ambush success for anybody in the region with you. So he's great if you want to use him as bait to lure someone into Arkhan's ambush. Since we're not going to be using a lot of probably archers, which would be the prepared guy. We're going to get the Cunning guy. I'm also going to save him. We're going to start recruiting with him. We are not going to recruit these units because Arkhan is going to do that wherever he ends up. Instead, we are going to recruit here. We're going to let Arkhan get, well, we're going to go ahead and get these guys. We're going to fill up on all these units that we can, and then we'll trash that building. Okay, Prince Berekt. What do you got? Prince Berekt. Fleet-footed. Okay, we like that. Speed 20%. That's outstanding. Because we're going to want him on a chariot eventually. In you go. Arkhan gets extra magic, so he gets +5 for local. Doesn't he get... Oh, he gets increasing magic. Oh, +10. Does it say what the region has normally? What are we? We're in Lashiek here. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to use this guy as a punch bag. We'll beat him, and then we'll go there. These guys used to be much more difficult. So they've gone from taking Arkhan, who was really difficult in Warhammer 2. He's become really easy in Warhammer 3. So let's add a little magic. Actually, we don't need it. He only has these two. I guess it can't hurt to have it, right? So let's go there and take that. And let's go see these guys here. Now, what's different here is that this is not a desert battle. This is going to be a battle in grassy, wooded terrain, believe it or not. Yeah. This has changed since 3.1 was updated. What we're going to do, this is the only unit of any threat whatsoever. We want to try and tie it up with spears, obviously. The problem is these guys here can absolutely thrash us. So we're going to try and get some sneaky, get our cavalry in here and our crypt ghouls in here, and we'll sneak up behind them. And then at one time we'll rush them. Because we don't want to get hit by that thing, and we don't want the cavalry to smash into us, because the cavalry can do quite a bit of damage to us. So we can set up our cavalry in here. They're not hidden, but they will be. And we can set up our crypt ghouls in here. Okay. And we can have our bats hanging out over here. And the idea is to get those units crept up close through here, and then we can attack. We're going to stay just out of range of these, and then we're going to go all in at once. So that trebuchet's range, you can see it here. It's ridiculous. Now the other thing we could do is we could sneak our army up through here. I haven't tried that yet. We're going to put our infantry down here. Now we start off with some archers, which is nice. We've got a yeah. We want to make sure, if we can, that if these guys come looking for us, that the... Look at these guys, look how gorgeous they are. Alright. That we hit them with spears. Now, if I'm in here, can I change the graphic settings? I want to get a good shot of Arkhan. I can. I've got a lot of this turned off to save performance for recordings. Well, we could probably get a decent picture of Arkhan. Maybe we should get a picture of him with his friend. He's not in the desert, which is kind of weird, right? There's our boy Arkhan. Can you look at the camera like a A happy ghoulish necromancer. I guess that'll do. Okay. So what are we going to do with him? They got an update on Steam. I'm going to try and use this. How much magic do we have? 50 is all. Okay. This buffs 50% physical resistance and leadership. That's good. That's good. Okay, so I want to get these horses hidden. Right now they're not.
They shall perish.
Make sure that line of their trebuchet. Oh, it's creeping up. Move back. We don't want their trebuchets coming into range.
Obey. Move.
Get the ghouls coming up. They should just be forming some kind of defensive arc up there. Where the hell are they putting these things? Oh, they're moving to where they can fire at us. That's not good. Come out of the woods now. Make them fear us. Damn it. Yeah, get out of that range. Move back. Oof. Are they actually coming for us? I don't believe that. This is interesting behavior. Wow. Wow, totally different behavior from these guys. Let's get in the fight, boys. Let's use this. Let's use this. Oops, no. Get in here. Well, both of these sets of units would be good to attack that with.
Tremble before Arkhan.
Down on himself. Let's get these guys, and these guys, and these guys there. Let's get all three of these guys up in here. Let's get out of there. Let's get the crypt ghouls in. Let's go on to them. Okay, so we got the trebs out. Let's get the cavalry to charge in here. Go finish them off. This is very cool that all these behaviors have changed already. Okay, let's put this down on their leader. This on myself. Crypt ghouls in here, crypt ghouls in here. Let's get these guys on them. You want to go there. In here, we need them in here. We need to get our guys out of there and get our crypt. Well, let's get everybody on them then. If they're gonna fight us, let's get everybody on them. Let's collapse everybody on those knights. It's awesome when the game plays out differently than you expect. Okay, so we got their knights running away. Everybody here, go there. Where's all the archers? Archers, consolidate. Get those guys on him. We need we need somebody to chase down there. There are horses. We don't want any of that going on. Okay.
Giant winds gather.
Oh, they're doing a good job over there. Okay, we need them over there. Them to pin him down and these guys out here. Okay, Arkhan head out that way. Two Prince head over this way. This way. This way. Okay, they are gone. You get them off the battlefield if you can. Arkhan, go over there. Oh, he did a number on those archers, didn't he? We're gonna do a number on those archers. Okay, those knights are gone. Arkhan, get in there. Okay, I need somebody fast over here. Okay. Keep going. Oh, is he gonna come for a fight? So chase him down. Let's go. Let's kill as many of those as we can. Why are you not following somebody? Get experience. I did not expect them to bum rush us. That was really cool. Where are the cripples? Get the biggest stacks we can find. Where are these guys? Just get up some kills, rack up some experience. That was very cool. It's not a desert map. That's interesting. There they are. Okay. Close victory. Yeah, it should have been much easier than that. That was terrible. Alright, so 89 losses. Remember, losses in these units, they're 120 units per, so it's no big deal. The next fight's going to be easier. More units, but no cavalry, no trebuchet, no leader. But these fights are very easy. This campaign, it's pretty easy. Having a second army is outlandish. Most Tomb Kings, what we're going to do is fill our armies as quickly as possible. Get to the 20 unit limit. Get that to Hoth. And get our Casket of Souls. Jars. We're all about the jars, my friend. Hopefully both of us have gone up in level. He did not. Great. Route Marcher. We still have enough to go on again here. Again, decisive victory, but we'll fight it. One of the unfortunate aspects of the game is you get to do a lot of auto-resolve smackdowns later on. So, you know, these small tactical battles, some of the sieges, they're great fun early on. Now we have 3 archers. We won't get more than that for a while. Remember, we're going to be the guy that does the brutal assault units, the fast, hard-hitting units. They're going to die a lot, but okay. Wow, why are we all standing back here? Whatever. Alright. So let's get our line. Everybody has shields, so that's good. Let's get our archers. There we go. Let's get our crypt ghouls lined up in the back. And let's get these 2 lined up back there. Whoa. No, not the crypt ghouls, sorry. There we go. There we go. Those won't be hidden, but the crypt ghouls will. So their 2 jobs are get these guys to fold around and then to take out the peasant bowmen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, the only units they have of any concern are these and those. But that's what Arkhan and the Tomb Prince are for. Okay, is that everybody? I think that's everybody. So right now, yeah, they can't tell what their range is going to be because they're moving. Get these guys on their way. They'll stay hidden for quite a while because of this ability. This one. These guys will not. They'll be able to see these, but that's okay. They're extremely fast. 94 and 123. So the bats are great for picking off archer units. What we want to do is try and finagle them into standing where we can hit them. Okay, yep, they're gonna bring this around. We don't want to get hit. Yeah, there they go. So they don't see us, so they're lined up against that there. Where are they? So there's their aiming point.
Vengeance for Nagash.
There we go. Is the Tomb Prince faster? He is. Well, you know, Nagash is a crusty old dude. I don't know how close we can get them before they're noticed. Okay, he's facing that way, so let's... Why can I not see there? Why is it so faint? It's really faint. There we go. I don't think they'll bum rush us. Of course, I didn't think the Trebs would in the last one. So what we can do is move these guys up. And we're going to go all at once when the time comes. What is that? That's sword infantry. This is the one we want to take out. We want to collapse everything on this and leave that to fend for itself. Okay, what's their range? Can move these guys in a little closer. And then we'll go all at once. As soon as these guys get spotted, we'll go.
Citra shall pay. This creeps on me.
There we go. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay. Okay. Where are the horses? Get in there. Okay. Okay, get the horses going. Because the bats can take care of that. Get in there. And then get out. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we want to hunt down everywhere. You hunt down them. You hunt down them. You. Okay, everybody off guard mode. Okay. Nice easy fight. Their morale is so bad. It looks impressive that they got a lot of troops, but their morale is atrocious. Come on, man. Stop disengaging. It's the bane of this game. Unit disengagement. Why would you just stop? Why would you just stop? Once I tell you, go fight them. Alright, it's not going to make that much difference in the course of a 75, 85 turn game. Eight losses, that's good. Of course, you know, tank it for your heroes. Tank it for your single units, but they can take it. This guy, remember, we want to keep him. He's going to be wonderful, as will his mates, when the time comes to assault dwarven settlements. And I'm leaning towards, in this campaign, going for the dwarfs in the eye of the mountain area. And getting that secure. Although it does border, pardon me, it does border other tombkings. The option then is to go straight up the coast to where Arkhan is. But once you get this done, that's your choice of what you want to do, right?
A worthy palace for the Lich King.
Okay, Kassar. Yeah, we're not going to do that. What is this one? Tomb Swarm. I don't think I've ever done that. I've done this one and this one. I've never done. I might have done that once in the past. Okay, now Arkhan. This is where you decide how you're going to do this. Do you want to make him harder to hit? Because his magic line is pretty crap. Okay, now I like these because these are the multi-unit ones, do a whole area. So they do cave in an enemy set of units, but you got to get in combat to do that. You want to be in combat with people. So, got this is good, right? Right, healing per second. So he regenerates 7 seconds when casting a spell. Great. This one here replaces the curse. Okay, lovely. I don't know that this is really good. These things, right, this is all boosting his vampire units, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But, you know, if you want to play a thematic unit, that's what you do. So I'm probably going to use this stuff and this stuff and this stuff. And it's not my favorite leader. So what are we going to do? Well, this is just the regular stuff. This is where he's going to get the vampire stuff. So let's go down here. This guy. And we could get jars, I suppose. Does he even have a jar? He does have jars. Okay. So now we're going to recruit 6. So we can get some nice offensive stuff. These guys are good. 2 of those are getting recruited by the other guy, and he'll get another 2 later on. Okay, so we want the stuff that hits hard. And again, as I've shown in another stream, this is terrible because it doesn't tell you what the you're getting with these lords. Construction, we don't want cavalry buildings. So growth and battle loot is good. This one here, construction for settlement and income from settlement and control is good. Either of those is good. This one, he's way down the line. What's this one do? Construction for wall. I'm going to go with this one here. What's this one do? Camping movement range, construction custom. Yeah, let's go with this one. Okay. What have we got here? So we're recruiting these units. We'll keep that until everybody's got all that. This is giving us some income and growth, so let's use this one for growth. And once we trash that, we'll put income in there. And let's get growth. Actually, if we do growth there, we can do income here. Okay.
This night.
He'll make friends with it pretty soon. Hang on, do they? Okay. Yeah, they're going to be friendly with us. Minus 40 aversion. What's the point of the 60 tolerance? Okay. Yeah, Vladdy's going to be our buddy. Hopefully we can get over there and save him from getting wiped out. Manfred, not Vlad. Excuse me, Manfred. Okay. So this is where your choice comes in. This is actually, well, how much time we got in here? 34. This would actually be a great place to start to leave an initial campaign off. Because this is what you do. You do the first one, and then you have to make the decision. Your decision is, do I go for the dwarfs in here, or do I go for the Bretonians up here? Now, if you come up here, take a look at these relations, right? So these guys, minus 20, that's all, minus 20. It's not that bad, right? You could probably make some payments to them. They sit there, they don't do a lot, they don't run around. The problem is they almost always, once you get your fingers up in here, they decide to come see you. And then you get these rumbling stacks of armored guys pouring through here, jumping up and down on your shit. Oh, hang on. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Maybe we won't. I don't trust them though. I always backstab you. Now she's got Cobra and Fires, and she's going to be fighting this guy. He's going to love if we show up. He's going to have great relations to us. We'll probably get some money off him. And we can let him tie her up for a while. I'm going to go for the Dwarfs this time. Why not? So I'm going to come over here. Where's the borderline? There we go. I can barely see these lines. And there's a mod that makes it much more easy to see. There they are. Let's go over there. And let's recruit. There we go. And then this fella here. They'll be done in a little while. In the meantime, let's get... Actually, let's get these. Because they'll be good for taking out the towers. Okay. Then what we'll probably do, because we'll have 20 units, we'll get our artillery piece. We can go in there and stop him recruiting while he comes over here. And then we can go in on the next turn with both armies. What do we got here? Okay. Still recruiting those units. Money's forever, so if you spend that 500, it takes you 10 turns to get that 500 back, but it's forever. If we spend this, we will have enough to get our Casket of Souls next turn. So we'll do it. Hang on, do we have 20 units now? No. I'm gonna say, don't scare me that way. Ignore him. They don't like us. Yeah, they don't like us. Nobody likes us. Oh.
Speaker! I may not hear you over the voice.
I don't think there's any quick deals yet, right? Oh, there we go. Hello, my friend. Please don't die before I can come and see you. Okay. Okay. There we go. So we do that one. Boom. Now, the other value, ancillary value of that one is that all units are +3 lords and +2 recruitment for regulars. So we bring this guy here all the way over to here. And every unit he gets will be +2 in the skills. So we could get him those two. We could get rid of these. And get those two. And then one of these. Okay. And then he's recruiting. If we go in there now, we can stop him from doing that. So that's what we're going to do. He's not fighting anyone. We should not take any attrition here. There we go. So I don't want to go in there until I have the other guys to help me. So we're gonna do this, cause some attrition, and then fight next turn. Okay, hang on. That the kids are getting food. Okay, so what are we doing here? We could probably win this battle. Has he got soldiers in there? No. 181, we're much stronger than him. Maybe I should take this. The problem there is they've got such great morale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. He's got 20 units. We'll have a lot more units coming, and we'll have this air force we can use to trash his towers. So I'm okay. I'm okay waiting his turn. I don't know what we possibly have to trade with him. Okay, let's see what happens. Hopefully he comes out to fight. If he doesn't, we're going to do a full-on climb the walls, take the fight to them kind of thing. Maybe we'll sneak some units around the back, because we have a lot of aggressive units. I didn't even see where he went in this. Now the other good thing about attacking these guys is they've got no allies. Nobody cares what you do to them. Chars. Okay, so let's see. First of all, if we go here, he joins the fight. Pyrrhic victory. No losses of any units. And I'm all about no losses of any units. Occupy. There we go. Vulture Mountain. Now, oh, these are good. Okay. So we've taken Vulture Mountain. Oh, that gives us another archery unit we can use. Now what's our recruitment in here? 3 in here. That's not much. But out here, if he goes back out there, his recruitment is a lot. So let's go ahead and pile on those guys. Let's get him Root Marcher. We can recruit 3 in here, including another archer. So let's do this. He's 41, he's the lowest. Put him in there with him. And let's replace these guys with them. Okay. If we're going to do a lot of this, let's do some of this. He's got... Oh, no, he doesn't. Pick up anything. Oh, we've got nothing. Okay, you need to have all the stuff. There we go. Alright, so that guy, we'll pick up those Nahakara, we'll pick up those archers. Okay, down here we can now get rid of that because we have purchased 3, 4. We have everything we can get from there. Direwolves, did we get direwolves? Encrypt ghouls. We did. So that's gone. God, that's terrible. Let's switch this over. And maybe we'll put a control building in there. Okay, so what do they have left now?
Come then, messenger. Spit
Way
out
weaker
your
than
words,
us.
so I can be done with them.
Okay, let's see. Now hopefully taking that order resolve didn't weaken us enough that some
King of the
Yahoo decides to declare war on us.
What vile fit!
You darken my day with your
We could
very presence.
declare war on
What do
Strigos.
you want?
Alright, hang on, I gotta get a beer. Successful acquisition. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna fight us yet. She's 20, so we're stronger than her. I mean, rank 12 this early for a player character. I don't see the people she's fighting. Okay, he's doing okay.
Sylvania greets thee, friend.
He's not fighting anyone. That's interesting. Minus 40. Is there a minus 40 automatically for everybody? For Arkhan? Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, we don't care about any of these. I was terrified, man, on my first games, Khalida, in Lustria, in the Vortex campaign, that this Navy offshore declares war. And it's like, should I go fight them? So I went to fight them. They just annihilated her. Okay. Alright, we'll be right back. Right, thank you. Alright, so what are we doing? We're going to march up here to take this. Ooh. We're going to get attrition in here. So I have the Panther. Where's the dividing line? Here it is. Let's see what he can see from there. Oh, they've got nothing. He's standing outside it. What kind of settlement is it? Oh, he's got 3 turns to upgrade it. He's got nothing there. He's in dire straits. Okay. I don't think we can get there in magic stance.
Very well.
No. So we'll go. We will encircle. And then we will bring in this guy. I don't think he can get there. He can get there without having to use his march stance. Decisive victory. Let's fight this one, because we're going to have some fights against some other people coming up really soon afterwards. Now what this is going to do when we eliminate them is this will put us in no wars. It is a very, very common act for the AI to declare war on you. Somebody somewhere declares war on you. Usually somebody who never would. Somebody with a positive relationship. Somebody who likes you. Okay, so we're going to rely on the strength of the units that we have. So these guys are expendable, meat shield, dirt bags. There's our pride and joy. They can't hide. They can't hide. Okay, so we'll just put them here.
Cetra shall pay.
Cetra probably will pay at some point.
What, my king?
And then the Hakara warriors. There. We've got a minute 57 till he comes in. We should be able to do ridiculous damage with our artillery by then. Looks like they might just want to sit there. That's okay. We'll go ahead and move everybody up a little bit.
I agree.
Move up to the side. These are mostly going to be used to chase down beaten enemy units, or if we can lure them in. But when we pound them with the artillery and they realize they're losing that war, they will come forward. These guys are nothing. Some of these guys have blasting charges, so they're going to be the primaries because they will tear up some of our regular infantry. Our meat shields. Actually called meat shields, aren't they? Yeah. So they're not expendable. Expendable are units that when you lose them, nobody's morale goes down. Charge reflection, such a great unit. Very inexpensive. Oh, everybody's walking. Where are you going? Let's get everybody on run mode. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Now the computer does dodge pretty well these days. We're gonna go for these guys, they'll dodge. We just want to remind them, 20 shots, that's not much. And it's crappy at this range. We just want to get them to attack us. Now they're pretty well armored, 80 armor, that's just outrageous. 85. The thing is we fire magic. Oh, our reinforcements have arrived. Let's get our meat shields into the meat shield area. Let's get our dogs into the dog hiding area. Let's get our bats into the batty area. And let's get our other lord up here. There they come. He's got units coming, but hopefully this will be over by then. God, they get so good at dodging. Really need to get some regen. So canopic jar, not canopic jars. There's a something that's available from our version of the forge that allows you to regenerate hieratic jars. That's it. Okay, so let's get these guys. Let's get the 3 leaders. Where's the archery? Why can't I? Okay, the archery is in blue. You can barely see it. Oh, we need to get those mining miners with blasting caps.
My way.
There we go. Good stuff. That's what we want. Keep firing into them. Where's the other units? Okay, so let's get this firing out there. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, so let's get the archers. Oh, they don't have the range yet.
Tremble before Arkhan. I obey. Take the black. Ready.
Okay. Where's the cavalry unit? There it is. Okay, meat shields, let's go. Is this thing fine in there? Where's their leader? There he is. Let's get him out of there.
Traverse, slaves! Obey! Move!
Okay, good, good, good. Okay, I need you to stop.
March! Not a servant.
So where's their leader again? Is that him?
Yes!
You need to be out of there. Yeah, get in there. Get in there. Okay, oh, that's not what I wanted you to do. Hit them. Hit them. Hit them. Hit them. Let's all hit him. Okay. You guys can stop. Okay, okay, good. Come on. Ugh, what is going on with this game? Click and drag doesn't drag and click. Okay. Oh, he's gonna get away! Fast units! Ooh, the dogs are coming. Oh, yeah. Carry on fleeing units. Is there anything better? I don't think so. Hello? Why did you disengage? Okay. All right. 316, that's a lot. Glad to see them getting some experience. Alright, so that wipes out Greybeard's prospectors. That may be a good place to halt this one. We're at just over an hour. That's probably not a bad place. It shows how easy it is to take out the dwarf threat. Because they just, if you go at them right away at the beginning, even a legendary, they just don't have enough force to stop you. Oh. Well, he's not wiped out, I guess. He'll come back. Okay, so they have no settlements. These guys only have the one, so they're next. I mean, Martek is part of this, right? So that's really a good place to stop. So what did we look at? So Arkhan is one of the easier Tomb King lords now, and one of the easier campaigns in Warhammer 3. He starts with 2 armies. You can fill it up with the vampire units that the building here used to supply you with. Once you have them, you want to husband them because you're not going to be able to get them back. But that building, once you've got those units, you just get rid of it. I mean, it's not producing anything. So keep those units safe, try and hold on to them, because most of the vampire units are very aggressive, very damage dealing. If you look here, right, so 10% physical resistance, right, the damage dealers, you use them against weak infantry. There's a lot of weak infantry, right, so the Bretonnians, Dwarfs, they've got armor, but, you know, poison works, okay, and then you can hit this and this. This is orange territory, but it guards your flank. These guys aren't going to do anything. These guys, all they're going to do is come through here. So now you're ready and poised to take on Rapants and whoever else you see and move this way. Okay, so I hope that helps.